Hello, 7th standard CBSE children. Have a good day. Have a nice day. Today we are going to do video number 15, 1-5. Video number 15, chapter 9, soil as part 3. Where we have learned in video number 13 and 14, we have learned about soil, layers of soil, soil profile, types of soil, properties of soil. Is it not? Now in this video session number 15, we are going to sum up all these two videos as recollecting all the points, chapter 9, soil, part 3. Okay. Now, as we know, soil is an important natural resource. The process by which large pieces of rock break down to form soil due to physical, chemical, and biological factors, and that process is known as weathering. Video 13 so, and soil formation is a slow process. So, for the soil formation, there are three processes as physical, chemical, and biological factors. And that breakdown of large pieces of rock, it is called weathering. So, we are naming it as physical weathering, chemical weathering, and biological weathering. And then soil has different layers called horizons. Soil has different layers called horizons. Now, a soil profile is a vertical section through soil that shows its different horizons. I repeat, a soil profile is a vertical section through soil that shows its different horizons. Alright. Now, soil is classified into sandy soil, clayey soil, and loamy soil based on the size of its particle and their properties. The rate at which water seeps through the soil is called percolation rate. The amount of water that the soil can hold is its water holding capacity, and different crops are cultivated in different types of soil. Now, soil erosion is the removal of soil by wind, water, and so on. Soil pollution is the addition of harmful, undesirable substances to the soil. So, we should take measures to preserve the fertility of the soil. I hope you are listening. So, this is the summary of the lesson soil where we are going to discuss further. This full this picture presentation, so please follow carefully. So, the importance of soil as natural resource, growth of the plants by holding the root firmly in the soil, and it absorbs water from the roots, absorb water from the soil, and it is also essential for agriculture. It is providing food, clothing, and shelter. Okay. Now, soil is a habitat for several organisms. Then next one, layers of soil. What you have learnt in previous session. As I said, glass bottle at home we have a glass bottle, fill it to half with the water, and then add a handful of garden soil. Then stir it. Now keep it undisturbed. Then we can see different layers of particles of soil in different sizes. And at the topmost surface of the water, we find rotting dead plant and animal remains at the top, and that is called humus. I hope you follow. So here there are two figures. One, the tumbler figure is given in our textbook. This is an experiment easier follow given both the figures. right? So the layers of soil, bottommost gravel, then sand, then clay, water and humus. I repeat, gravel na kulangal, pebbles chelva. Gravel, sand, clay, water and humus. I hope you are listening. The next one, it is types of soil. In the third time I am showing this. So you could have learned by heart now. Mugged up you should have understood very well now. Isn't it? So sandy soil, clayey soil and loamy soil. Now this this sandy soil, it is made up of large coarse particles that have large gas spaces between them. I repeat, sandy soil is made up of large coarse particles that have large gas spaces between them. It contains very little silt and clay. Silt in a soft sand other silt and clay. As there are large spaces between the soil particles, sandy soil does not hold water and it dries quickly. Right? It drains water and nutrients easily. It is the kind of soil found in beaches and deserts. Sandy soil is found in beaches and deserts. I hope you understand. Whereas clayey soil is made up of very fine closed packed particles and there are no space between them as there are no spaces between the particles. Water drains through clayey soil very slowly. Although it retains moisture, not all the plants grow well in it as their roots do not get enough air. So clayey soil is used to make pots. The களிமண்ல பானை எல்லாம் பண்றல அந்த மண் பானை எல்லாம் சேர்த்து அது clayey soil. I hope you are listening. Then loamy soil, it contains sand, clay and another type of soil particle called silt, S-I-L-T. I repeat, loamy soil contains sand, clay and another type of soil particle called silt. The silt particles are smaller than sand grains but larger than clay particles. And loamy soil or loam contains equal amount of sand and silt. It drains water well, has air spaces and retains nutrients. And it is suitable for crop cultivation and gardening. It is suitable for crop cultivation and gardening. Okay. Now this three types of soil, the size of the three types of soil in our previous video session, the whiteboard la kaamichirukken. Gravel diameter வந்து 4.75 to 80 mm, sand 0.075 to 4.75 and silt வந்து 0.002 to 0.075 mm and clay வந்து less than 0.002 mm. These are the particle size. I hope you understand. So this is for the types of soil. The next one is horizon, a vertical section of the horizon. A soil profile is a vertical section through soil that shows us different horizon. This is the soil profile. So that vertical section is showing different horizon. NLA, A, B and C. Yeah? So this soil profile, normally we say a vertical section of soil that shows different layers is called a soil profile and the layers are called soil horizon. And as I already explained about this as ABC and bedrock. Right? Another point you have to be noted here, beneath the parent rock. Sea horizon contain partially broken down pieces of rock with the cracks. Now beneath is the parent rock from which the soil was formed. This layer of solid non-porous rock is called bedrock. The layer of solid non-porous rock is called bedrock. Right? And the rainwater that seeps into the soil collects as groundwater over this bedrock. This is the additional point. Make a note. Rainwater seeps into the soil, collects as groundwater over bedrock. So this is for the soil profile. Go through bedrock go through Connect. Next one, soil and crops. Soil and crops. What do we know? Refer to the picture. Wheat and peas, clayey and loamy soil, paddy, clayey soil, cotton and the sandy and loamy soil. Now, soil and crop cultivation. Cultivation of crop. Okay. People in different parts of our country grow different types of crop depending on the kind of soil present in that region. Listen carefully. People in different parts of our country grow different types of crop depending on the kind of soil present in that region. Right? This is because soil along with climate determines the vegetation of an area. I repeat, the soil along with the climate determines the vegetation of an area. Right? Now listen, since loamy soil is rich in humus and drains water at moderate rate, it is suitable for growing wheat and pulses. As loamy soil is rich in humus and drains water at moderate rate, it is suitable for growing wheat and pulses. Whereas rice requires large amount of water for growth. Therefore, clayey soil which can retain water is used for its cultivation. Whereas cotton is grown in loamy soil or in a mixture of loamy and sandy soil. I hope you understand. So, the composition of soil, its water holding capacity and fertility can be improved. Adding organic matter like sawdust, moss, manure and animal manure will improve the water holding capacity of the sandy soil and increase aeration in clayey soil. Right? And soil fertility can be improved by adding chemical or natural fertilizers. And the acidity and alkalinity of the soil can also be changed to suit the type of crop. So this is for crop cultivation, soil and crop, and at the same time, the healthy cropping method can be done by a method called crop rotation or multiple cropping. சரியா நம்ம புக்ல வந்து ஒரு லைன் ஒரு பிரீஃபா இருக்கு, just understand. As human activities like excessive farming and overgrazing damage soil and make it infertile. Farmers can adopt healthy cropping methods that will ensure all nutrients in the soil are not used up at the same time. Yeah? ஒரே crop வந்து same again and again போட்டாங்க, the fertility will be reduced. சரியா? So continuously growing crops on piece of land depletes the soil of important nutrients. Okay, so soil can be left as it is without crops being grown for some time to give it time to regain its fertility. So such an uncultivated land is called fallow land. Fallow spelling Fallow, fallow land. So I repeat, continuously growing crops on a piece of land depletes the soil of important nutrients. I hope you are listening. Soil can be left as it is without crops being grown for some time to give it time to regain its soil fertility. Such an uncultivated land is called fallow land. Right? Now, crop rotation is a method in which farmers grow two or more crops alternately on the same piece of land. I repeat, farmers crop rotation is a method in which farmers grow two or more crops alternately on the same piece of land. Okay, usually the crop use different nutrients. So if leguminous plants are grown as one of the crops, their root nodules increase the nitrogen content of the soil. And another one, multiple cropping is a method in which two or more crops are grown on a piece of land at the same time. Multiple cropping is a method in which two or more crops are grown on a piece of land at the same time. So in this heading, soil and crop, we are learning about what are the examples, then what is a fallow land, crop rotation, multiple cropping. Okay, then about the soil properties. As I said, water holding capacity, drainage rate, and the percolation rate, cohesion between particles, organic material, and how it is shrink and swell. Right? Then this is the properties of soil experiment, where absorption of water by the soil. I hope you are listening. In the experiment, previous video session la nama padichirukom, absorption of water, whiteboard la solli kuduthirukkenla adeyda. So soil absorbs water, clayey soil absorbs most water, and sandy soil absorbs least water. அப்படியே ஷேப் பண்ணல இந்த புல் தண்ணி மண் தண்ணியை உரியறதுல அதான் ஷேப்பிங். Right? So for this activity, take a funnel, fold a filter paper and like a cone and keep it in a funnel. Then weigh about 50 grams of dry soil and pour it in the funnel. Now measure certain amount of water in a measuring cylinder. Pour it drop by drop all over the soil. The picture la kaamichirukla adhu mari. Subtract the amount of water left in measuring cylinder from the original amount. Enna sollirukku, weight of soil 50 gram, initial volume UML, final volume VML. சரியா? இப்போ volume of water என்னது U minus V and percentage வந்து U minus V by 50 into 100. இந்த calculation உனக்கு தெரிஞ்சிருக்கும். சரியா? So this is another absorption of water by soil. The next one, it is properties of water. Again, second property, percolation of water. How fast water passes through the soil. So water percolates faster through sandy soil and slower through clayey soil. இதுக்கு வந்து நம்ம டெக்ஸ்ட் புக்ல ஒரு சின்ன ப்ராப்ளம் மாதிரி அது வந்து உனக்கு ஒர்க் அவுட் பண்ண தெரியணும். நான் வந்து QBல கூட கொடுத்துருக்கேன். Okay, so now percolation rate of water. Take a PVC pipe about 20 centimeter long and 5 centimeter diameter and place it 2 centimeter in the ground and pour 200 ml of water slowly into it and note the time taken for the water to percolate. Now the amount of percolation, 1 minute. Pour 200 ml water slowly into it and note the time taken for water to percolate. So the rate of percolation can be calculated by using amount of water by percolation time. Another experiment நம்ம textbookல உள்ளது. To measure the percolation rate of the soil, take a transparent plastic pipe, then stand the plastic pipe upright on a tray, then fill first pipe with the sandy soil and another with the equal amount of clayey soil. Then add 100 ml of water into each pipe. Then record the time taken for it and as the water seeps into the soil. I hope you understand. So percolation rate is equal to amount of water percolated in ml by time taken. Are you clear? So this is for percolation rate of the soil. First we have seen water holding capacity of the soil. Another one, percolation rate of the soil. Right? The next one, moisture in the soil. Third property is the moisture in the soil. The soil contains moisture. The amount of moisture is different. The amount of moisture is different in different types of soil, as we say. Clayey soil contain moisture and sandy soil contain least moisture. Clayey soil will have most moisture and sandy soil will contain least moisture. Then this experiment, what is been given? You have taken a boiling test tube, add little soil, fix it in a stand. Then heat the soil with a burner. Drops of water are formed in the boiling tube. Then the water from the soil evaporates and then condenses in the inner walls of the boiling tube. So this shows that soil contains moisture. I hope you understand. So this is soil contain moisture. So the properties are the first, water holding capacity. Second one, percolation rate. Third one, the moisture in the soil. Okay. Percolation rate, water holding capacity, and then moisture in the soil. Mono property. The next one, soil pollution. Soil pollution, what we are doing? Soil pollution is the addition of harmful, undesirable substances to the soil. Soil pollution is the addition of harmful, undesirable substances to the soil. It has many causes, as non-biodegradable items like non-degradable items like rubber tire, plastic bag, metal can are dumped into the soil. Whereas chemical fertilizers and pesticides are used in field and that seep into the soil. So first one, the solid waste enna pandradunaka, solid waste வந்து non-biodegradable item like rubber tire, plastic bag and metal can. That blocks the soil. Whereas chemical fertilizers and pesticides used in the field seep into the soil. So it is said, it is said effluents, that is called liquid waste. Effluents from factories and untreated sewage can also pollute the soil. So highly toxic radioactive waste from the nuclear power plant is also sometimes dumped in the soil. Then acid rain kills organisms that live in the soil and makes the soil acidic. So these are the causes of soil pollution. Causes of soil pollution. First, non-biodegradable. Then use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides. Third one effluents, that is liquid waste from factories and untreated sewage. And then highly toxic radioactive waste. Highly toxic radioactive waste and then acid rain. These are the causes of soil pollution. Then the soil pollution can be reduced by screen level. Avoid use of plastics, treating of waste and chemicals before releasing into the soil, and reducing use of pesticides, afforestation, planting more trees. I hope you understand. Go through panna. Go through. Avoiding use of plastics, treating waste chemicals before releasing into the soil, reducing the use of pesticides, then afforestation. Right? Another points that you can notice, for biofertilizers and biopesticides should be used instead of chemical fertilizers. Make a note. Biofertilizers and biopesticide should be used instead of chemical fertilizers. Radioactive waste should be treated and disposed very carefully. Radioactive waste should be treated and disposed very carefully. Then plastic bags and bottles which do not, I repeat, plastic bags and bottles should not be littered or dumped in soil. And solid waste should be recycled, and sewage and other liquid waste should be treated before they are released. So I repeat, make a note. நம்ம bookல இருக்காது, QB-ல கொடுத்துருப்பேன், இருந்தாலும் follow பண்ணிக்கோ. Biofertilizers and biopesticide should be used instead of chemical fertilizers. Radioactive waste should be treated and disposed of very carefully. Then plastic bags and bottles should not be littered or dumped in the soil. Littered na kuppa throw panakku. And solid waste should be recycled, and sewage and another liquid or other liquid waste should be treated before they are released. I hope you follow. This is for soil pollution. I have given additional information for this soil pollution, so please make a note. Right? The next one, soil erosion. Next one, what you are learning is soil erosion. What is soil erosion? The removal of soil by wind or water is called soil erosion. I repeat, the removal of soil by wind or water is called soil erosion. And it reduces the productivity of the soil. Soil erosion reduces the productivity of the soil. Deforestation, overgrazing, and floods are some of the common causes of soil erosion. I repeat, deforestation, overgrazing, and floods are some of the common causes of soil erosion. Ways to reduce soil erosion, deforestation must be prevented and afforestation should be encouraged. Overgrazing by animals should be prevented. And overgrazing by animals should be prevented. Terrace farming should be encouraged in hilly areas. In this method, steps called terrace are cut into slope and crops are planted on them. நம்ம tea estate, coffee estate லாம் படிச்சிருக்கோம்ல அந்த இடத்துல. சரியா? Now these steps should prevent soil from being washed away the slope by water. Wash down the slope by water. Right? Another one called the embankments should be built on the river banks to stop water from flooding farms. நம்ம பண்டு கட்டுறது. சரியா? Trees should be planted on the boundaries of the field to protect them from strong wind. These are called shelter belt. இதே மாதிரி வர detailed. See this one. Actually, in the presentation, பின்னாடி வந்து make the given photo with the appropriate factor. First, deforestation. Second, overgrazing. Construction activities. Mining. Then, defective method of farming such as ploughing in wrong way up and down the slope. என்ன சொல்றது? இந்த டிராக்டர் இல்லையா, ஜேசிபி, அது வந்து கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன் ஆக்டிவிட்டி. அப்புறம் இந்த மரம்லாம் கட் ஆயிருக்கு, அது வந்து ஓவர் கிரேசிங். இந்த கீழே மரம் கட் பண்ணிட்டு இருந்து ஓவர் கிரேசிங். சாரி டிஃபாரஸ்டேஷன், வெரி சாரி. இது வந்து டிஃபாரஸ்டேஷன். அந்த எப்படி இந்த என்ன சொல்ல லைன்ல என்ன இருக்கு இல்லையா, இந்த ஒரு மைனிங் இருக்கிறது, மைனிங் ஆக்டிவிட்டி. நடுவில் உள்ளது வந்து மைனிங் ஆக்டிவிட்டி. டிஃபெக்டிவ் மெத்தட் ஆஃப் ஃபார்மிங் சச் அஸ் ப்ளவிங். இது ரெண்டு பார்த்துக்கோ. சரியா? அண்ட் தென் ஓவர் கிரேசிங். ஜஸ்ட் மேட்ச் பண்ண டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணிட்டு come back to human factor in soil erosion. Deforestation, overgrazing, construction activity, mining activity, defective method of farming such as ploughing in wrong way. I hope you follow. கொஞ்சம் திங்க் பண்ணி இருப்பாரு, நான் திங்க் பண்ணி சொல்றேன். ரெண்டு ஃபிகர் கிளியரா இருக்கு ஃபார் ஓவர் கிரேசிங். சரியா? The next one, it is soil erosion figure as அப்படியே பாருங்க, மண்ணை தண்ணி அடிச்சுட்டு போறது இல்லையா, அதுதான் சாயில் எரோஷன். இந்த ஒரு பையன் வந்து இருக்காங்க, இந்த மண்ணை அடிச்சுட்டு போறது, தண்ணிய இப்படி சேரா இருக்க பத்தியா, கீழே ஒரு பையன் இருக்கிறாங்க. தட் இஸ் டிப்பிக்கல் சாயில் எரோஷன். Whereas first diagram வந்து it is in forest places, மனுஷன் நடமாட்டம் இல்லாத இடத்துல அது இடம். Second வந்து the roads are disturbed, broken, roads are cut. Second diagram மேல top, roads are cut. Clear? That is, these are all figures for soil erosion. Then the third வந்து யூஸ்வலா the canal பண்ணுவோம் இல்லையா, ஒரு பையன் கூட ஒரு ஆள் தூண்டிட்டு இருக்காரு, அதுவும் வே ஆஃப் சாயில் erosion. இந்த மாதிரி விட்டுட்டு போனேன்னா தண்ணி அப்படியே அடிச்சுட்டு போய் soil will be eroded. Right? So what is soil erosion? Removal of soil by wind or water is called soil erosion. I repeat, removal of soil by wind or water is called soil erosion. சரியா? I hope you understand. It reduces the productivity of the soil. Deforestation, overgrazing and flood are some of the causes. Okay, the next one, it is types of soil erosion. Gullies, running water cuts through the clayey soil and make deep channel as gullies. The canal mari, the vaikal maraku vetti viduvalla, adha gully. Right? Rills and gully erosion. Gullies, running water cuts through clayey soil and makes deep channels as gully. First diagram, the clayey soil cut ஆகி நடுவுல தண்ணி போறது இல்லையா, right? Second one, bad, இது ரெண்டுமே. Second one, bad land, கண்ணா பின்னான்னு உடஞ்சிருக்கு பாருங்க இது. the land becomes unfit for cultivation and is known as bad land. I hope you understand. Then ravines, the Chambal basin, such lands are called ravines. The நம்ம இதெல்லாம் நம்ம தமிழ்நாட்டுக்குள்ள ரொம்ப இருக்காது. I hope you follow. And then next one, what is soil erosion? The denudation of the soil cover and subsequent washing down is described as soil erosion. This is the first one in the slide. Soil erosion by wind and soil erosion by running water. I hope you follow. There are two causes of soil erosion. Okay, so to reduce this soil erosion, ways to reduce soil erosion, we follow deforestation must be prevented and afforestation should be encouraged. I repeat, deforestation must be prevented and afforestation should be encouraged. Overgrazing by animals should be prevented and terrace farming should be encouraged in hilly areas. And in this method, steps called terraces. The hilly station, tea estate, and slope, terrace farming. Terrace farming should be encouraged in hilly areas. In this method, steps, that is known as terrace, are cut into slope and crops are planted on them. And these steps prevent the soil from being washed down the slope by water. I hope you understand. Then embankments, spelling particle EMBANKMENTS. Embankment should be built on the river banks to stop water from flooding farms. I repeat, embankments should be built on the river banks to stop water from flooding farms. And trees should be planted on the boundaries of field to protect them from strong wind, and these are called shelter belt. I repeat, trees should be planted on the boundaries of field to protect them from strong wind, and these are called shelter belt. I hope you follow. Just to go through the points that we are saying as prevention of, just recollect. Can you? What is soil erosion? What is soil erosion? Can you? Sure. Now just complete the table in our textbook. Activity 9.1. 1 minute. Complete the table page 96. Activity 9.1. That you will fill up. The next video session discuss soil source, plants, animals, any other observation. You will fill it up. Next video session we will just discuss. Then the soil sample collected or same you have to do it. I hope you understand. Then one more. Which soil have highest percolation rate? Other answer partiko. Page activity 9.5. Page 101 and page 102 questions you just go through, that we will discuss in the next video session. Activity 9.5 page 101. Do you see water drops anywhere? Yes, at the top of inner walls of the boiling tube. Soil contains moisture and the experiment. So, activity based questions we will just go through, then we will discuss in the next video session. Okay. Now the soil has particles of different sizes. Arrange the words given below increasing order of their particle size. Ennalam kuthirukna rock, clay, sand, gravel and silt. I repeat, rock, clay, sand, gravel and silt. எப்படி rearrange பண்ணுவை? It is as rock, gravel, sand, silt and clay. I repeat, rock, gravel, sand, silt and clay. I hope you understand. So this is for our video number 15, 15 as part 3, chapter 9, soil. I hope you follow. So we will continue in the next video session. Go through the lesson, and as I said, we will discuss in the next video session with the textbook activity also that we will learn. I hope you follow. Have a nice day. Have a good day. Thank you.